Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, Smart Van, and I'm here with my first 30-day update for living my van full-time. Um, so I'm super excited to update you guys. I know it's been a while. I've just been super busy, just in the day-to-day life of van living, but I've learned a bunch and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff I've learned. So first of all, it's just been like a really crazy time. Everything just seems to, especially at first, everything just takes longer living in the van. So what exactly have I been doing? So basically, I no longer have an apartment. I have a storage unit where I leave all my stuff, and basically I only carry about a week and a half's worth of clothes with me at any time, and then I just swap it at the storage unit every week or so. As far as sleeping, I have just I got a blanket here, I got a pillow, got my mattress topper over here. I learned very early on that actually made it way more comfortable, and so that is definitely a worthy addition to have. As far as showering, I basically just shower at the gym. I have a membership to 24 Hour Fitness, which is awesome because it just lets me, go to the gym at any time and shower. And for parking, what I do is I usually just try to find street parking somewhere. So, anywhere that's not like really in front of someone's house, because I don't want to be freaking out any particular people, but like you can just find some street where you're allowed to park overnight, and I haven't been bothered yet, which is fantastic. The actual process of like living is really interesting too. Basically, I feel like I get better at it every day as I learn some trick or another to make my life easier. And maybe I'll show you guys some of the stuff as well. But, like one of the really big things is, for instance, that I just shop at REI a lot because it turns out that all the stuff they sell for like backpacking and camping is exactly the kind of thing that I want to be using in my van, right? So for instance, I have this like quick drying towel that is used by backpackers, and it folds up really small and it dries up a lot of water and it dries quickly, which is exactly what I want. Other things might be like cookware that is really foldable, or even like sleeping bags for even colder weather stuff, which I might even make an entire video just on like how I survive the cold. As far as the van itself, not much has changed so far. I got this little thing over here which helps a lot. It's like cable management, and I don't know. Haven't really like decorated much either. It's still pretty stock. Once I find more time, I'm definitely gonna start decorating more. Like I do want to cover all the metal here just to insulate it better. But I'd say I got a pretty good rhythm at this point. Like I sort of know where I'm gonna go from day to day, and I don't have to think too much about what I need at any given moment. But it's still really nice to be able to, discover new things and like new items that make my life easier, ever so easier in some way or another. Really reflecting on what this experience has brought me in terms of like good stuff as well as more challenging stuff. So the good stuff. I feel like I can jump on opportunities easier. So one of the things is when you live in an apartment, it's really easy to get comfortable living in your apartment, right? Everything's already there, it's all nice, and then your friend says, hey, let's go camping this weekend, or hey, let's go on a boat ride. And you're already sitting there comfy in your apartment and you're thinking, oh man, now I have to pack all my stuff. Do I really want to go? And you kind of think it out, right? At least that's what I did. But ever since I live in a van, these decisions become much easier because it's like, hey, do you want to do X? And I'll say, sure, I'm already packed up and ready to go, right? So it's way easier to jump on these opportunities, which is a very, very important thing for me at this point. Another kind of nice benefit is this idea of minimalism. So being able to get by and live with just less stuff. Because if you think about it, we have all this stuff that we just don't need, right? And I was definitely in the habit of just collecting things that I would use once or twice and just hold on forever. And so I would buy them and then move with them from place to place every single year or other year, but not really use them. And so I was just accumulating stuff, and it felt so good just to be able to throw a lot of it away or give it away or sell it. Another nice thing is that I basically have less distractions because I don't really spend a lot of time in the van. I basically just go here to sleep and sometimes do a little bit of work, but I'm spending most of my time either at work or at like a Starbucks if I wanted to, you know, study or something like that. Or I might go to the library for somewhere quiet. I might go to a cafe or any other like place, just somewhere in public, and it's sort of nice because it keeps you, I think, more focused. I don't know. I wasn't really the type to like go to the library to study or anything, but there's some sort of like nice quality to be surrounded by other people who are studying when you're trying to do that yourself. Another interesting thing is that I used to be a night owl, so I would sleep really late, like past midnight to 3 a.m., and then I'd just wake up from like, you know, 11 to like 1 a.m., well, 1 p.m., which was just really night owl shifted. But I've noticed that sleeping under the real sky, you know, without like blackout curtains, basically now I get tired at like 9 or 10 p.m. and then I end up waking up, you know, from like 7 to 9 a.m., which has been a really interesting change. And it all just came from basically like camping, you know, like I basically like just camp all the time because I'm sleeping in a more like natural setting where, you know, the light is all natural, the temperatures are all natural, and it's really helped me reset basically my circadian rhythm, which is an unexpected result, but it's kind of nice. And finally, I think another nice facet is that because I have to shower at the gym, I end up going there like every single day, which is just fantastic for my physical fitness. So if you have trouble going to the gym, this is like a really easy way to just force yourself to do that. Alright, and now for some of the more challenging aspects of living in a van, which you would think that there'd be a lot of these, right? It turns out the biggest issues I have are the fact that my nighttime ritual just takes longer. So the process of me driving to the gym and then bringing all my stuff to the gym so that I can, you know, shower and brush my teeth, even if I don't even work out, I just go to the shower, I brush my teeth, and then I go back to the van. That whole process can take up to an hour. Usually it's something like 45 minutes, but you know, if I have to drive, it's gonna take an hour. And so that is just the overhead, right, of having to go to the gym to shower. The other thing is that shopping ends up taking a lot longer as well. So, you know, without like a permanent address, you can't just like Amazon everything. Now my storage unit does accept packages, so I've started kind of using Amazon again. But for a lot of the like groceries and things like that, without a lot of fridge space or... So yeah, that's kind of like a really cursory overview. Basically, you know, showering at the gym, I'm parking on the street somewhere public, and... Alright, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section, and I'll talk about them in my next video. Thanks for watching.
Cider, bro. Save the cider while you can. God damn it, it's canceled.